Hi guys. It is the
I
Shamus
had already
yet
researched
again.
people.
Doesn't matter. I wasn't here, so it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. I wasn't here. It does not count. Yo, I feel like I'm screaming right now. Anyway,
That's good.
we are apart
You left
again.
me.
I left you, baby. Baby, I left you.
You left me.
Yeah, okay guys, so today's video is essentially about talking about our distance. I think like we've made this distance thing actually work. Like I think it's been what, 5 years, and in between it is a lot of us being apart from one another. Started back at, okay, the only time we were really together was 2015. Nakona officially, like maybe after June. Then we were together, we stayed together, we could see each other every day. And then the end of the year came. I was done with my degree. She was done with hers. Life started. We didn't know what's gonna happen between us. But yeah, here we are. We're gonna go through. Okay, I've got 5 questions with me. She's got 5 questions with her concerning our long distance relationship. So first question, baby, go.
Oh, do I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about us being apart? Oh, how do you feel about being away from me?
How do I feel about? It's difficult, man. Like I wouldn't wish this on my biggest enemy. Oh, it's bad. Like you yearn to be with your partner, you yearn to do small little things together, and all you have is basically just the phone. So I think also with that, I think it's fortunate that we are in this era where we can actually have video calls and actually talk, rather than, you see, if it was the Stone Ages, then there would be basically no form of communication. So at least now this is what we have, and we can get access to one another. It's alright. We do with what we
Yep.
dealt. Question to you: what keeps you in the relationship?
And maybe it should. Okay, now I'm married. You. So maybe it should be what has kept me in the relationship up until I even accepted your marriage proposal and everything. Because then, don't scratch your nose, COVID. Okay, what has
No,
kept
no,
me
no.
here is that I love you. And we've always spoken about, stop that. We've always spoken about us being together. So, yes, every year things change, things happen. Like, we look for a job for you online because you haven't told people that you work at sea. So, that's why you have to go away. Um, so we've been looking for a job for you inland so that we could stay together, so that we could start a family. So I really hope that happens soon. But what has kept me here is that I love you and hope, having faith in us being eventually together. Yeah,
Your
my
question?
turn.
Of course.
How do you cope?
Okay, coping mechanism basically goes with the whole phone calls, video calls, chatting on WhatsApp, and the love, man, the love, the love. Love above everything. I guess commitment, being committed to the relationship as well. Uh, yeah. So I think the coping mechanism is strongly based on the means of communication. Because I mean, without it, we probably wouldn't be here. So communication, 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 communication. How do you handle the cravings? My question to you: how do you handle the cravings? So the cuddles, the kisses, the
Food
sex.
cravings.
I just mentioned my cravings.
I have a little cuddling buddy. our teddy bear, Masley. So when I miss you extremely, I sleep with him. I hold him. What?
That thing gets locked away in
What?
the
I don't
wardrobe
do what
somewhere.
you think.
That thing gets locked away in the
No,
wardrobe
but now
somewhere.
he's taken out because you got.
Right.
But when you're here, I don't need to use him. So now you're not here like I do.
You use him.
And take your mind out of it.
Okay, carry on.
So like even last night I used the pillow. So like I was laying on the pillow, I put my legs over the pillow, like a big one.
Like a big.
So that is what I do.
Okay.
So, there's nothing that I can do when I do have whatever cravings I have, the ones you mentioned. Like there's nothing I can do. All I can just tell you, baby, I miss laying on you, baby, I miss cuddling with you, baby, I miss. That's all that I can do. Like there's nothing to replace the feeling that I get when I'm in. What do you miss the most about me and about us? So that's 2 in 1, ne?
I miss being with you. I miss holding you, touching you, going out with you, spanking you.
I
Yeah.
don't like it. You hurt me when you spanked me.
Do I? But no, like that's what I miss. Like your presence. Being away from you actually, it makes that felt. Then I realized, you know what, life is easier with you around. Like the little things, you getting to chop when I'm cooking, our tag teams in a whole lot of things. When I'm hanging, you're giving me pegs. When you hanging, I'm giving you pegs. So those little smallanyana things I get to miss. So my question to you, does cheating ever cross your mind due to the distance?
How can you cheat when you're at sea?
Does cheating cross your mind?
Okay,
Like,
well,
this
now
is a
that you're at
question to
sea-
you though. What do you mean, how can I cheat when I'm at sea?
Yeah. Oh, has cheating crossed my mind?
Like these are my
me
questions. These
cheating
are
on
questions
you?
to you though.
No.
But these are questions to you. So how can you be like now,
That's a good question.
you're like now, has it crossed my mind? But I'm asking you. Oh, dad.
Oh, okay, that's a good question. You
I
asked
know.
me very good questions.
Duh,
Hey,
like
thought about
what do you
these
know me
questions.
for, man?
I know. Like that's why I'm like, is it to you? Because I wouldn't think you'd ask me something like that. But it's a good question. But no, it has not. Never ever. Never have I ever. Because I'm an honest person and I'm a loyal person.
I bet they've all said
Like you do that
before.
as if you don't agree.
I bet they've all said that before.
How?
They cheated. Anyway, what's your next question?
How?
Question number 4. What?
What's the longest we've been away from each other? Let's see if you
Away?
remember.
Probably 3 months.
That's a lot.
Or 2.5 months. Or 2.25. Yeah, but like close to 3 months. Hey?
Because even now you're like talking about being away from me for 3 months.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I wasn't talking about that. It's a possibility. What do you look forward to most when I return?
Yo, just holding you, like just that's the one, like just smelling you. Like that's the one thing I always look forward to.
You've got my
Holding
colognes.
you,
You've got my
smelling
colognes with you, so you can smell those and those smell of me.
It doesn't matter. It's not about cologne. it's just about me, because even there you do have cologne. So it's just me holding you, putting my face in your beard. People always asking me, "Isn't your beard poking me?" I love that beard. So that's the first thing I look forward to. Because
Okay.
I think that's the thing I miss the most as well.
Mm.
Just being able to touch you and hold you. I think that's what you miss as well.
Last question from your
Okay,
side.
and my last question: how do you manage arguments?
Damn. That question is almost like similar to mine. Uh, how do we manage? We talk about it. We talk.
Is it?
I have a bad tendency of
Uh,
running away or avoiding to talk or hang up or
Speak
put.
louder, we can't hear you.
I have a habit of running away from arguments. So I'd either hang up, I'd either switch off my data, switch off my phone. But I feel like, nah, we different people, and maybe this is probably a topic for a different day. Yeah, we'll dwell on this on a different day. But answering your question, how do we handle the fights? I think it's through talking again. Like that's the like there's literally no other thing that can happen apart from us having to talk, because I mean I'm away, so there's no matter of me driving to you or me coming to you. So it all boils down to the texts, the phone calls, the video calls, the WhatsApp calls, or whatever form of communication that is at our hands at the point in time. So basically, a lot hangs on communication. That's all. Yes, that's how we handle it. Communicate. I run away, she doesn't, but we end up doing the communication. My question to you is, what are the kind of things that we fight about?
Baby,
Yo,
we're gonna cut this out, ne?
uyachisa.
Yes.
Uchisa mapoto.
Yeah, yeah.
Chisa mapoto lo.
Hmm?
Kuchisile ne?
Eh,
Kuchisile ne? Okay, final question.
Baby, it didn't burn, it just dried up.
Final question. What are the kind of things that we fight about? Are those better or worse than the things that we fight about in person? It's a comma. It's a comma. It's not two
Those are two
questions.
questions.
It's a comma.
What are the kind of things we fight about? One, are they better in person? Two,
It's a comma.
okay. Anywho, what are the kind of things we fight about? What are the kind of things we fight about when we are not together? Before we used to fight about social media. That was before. Now, what big fight did we have the other day? Oh, we were fighting about you. Okay, we have. It's the same kind of fights.
Okay, so it's the same kind of fights. Which is better?
Because if
I can't hear
but
you.
but I'm trying to get to, if Mina and we were together, Ngiti, I can't now speak about what our fight was about, right? But Ngiti, if we were together and you had that conversation, we probably would have had a fight about the same thing. So what we mostly have fights about is, it always starts as a disagreement between us. So you have your own opinion, I have my own opinion. So there's no compromise between the two of us. So that's where the fight always starts. Whether we are together, whether we're not together. So I feel it's the same. when we're together, when we're not together.
Alrighty, we hear you.
Just the making up process is what sucks
Uh,
when we're not together.
okay, wrap it up.
Long distances, long distance relationships are very difficult. And anyone who goes through long distance relationships, they know, maybe they can also relate with us. Maybe you guys also have different ways, or like these questions that we just answered. Maybe you have different answers. If you have any different answers, you can comment about your answers. Maybe you can also give us tips on how maybe we can deal with some of our problems that we have, or that all of the people that are in our WhatsApp group have. But I don't wish it on anybody else. Like I said, I would never advise anyone to get into a long distance relationship. Ngoba kuya ne kunzima lana, hey baby,
Very,
kunzima.
very.
Like when you left, I cried. I tried my best not to cry in front of him, but I cried. I was crying while driving to work. I got to work. I felt overwhelmed. I cried again. The afternoon when I got home, I couldn't even go to gym. That's how overwhelmed I felt. And I went into the shower and I was crying. But crying is probably good because then you get everything out, because then the next day I felt fine.
Alrighty, peeps. Yeah, Guyan in a long distance relationship. But yeah, basically, I think
Yeah, peeps.
it's up to the two people to actually make it work. If you guys want to make it work, then it will work. But if not, then it won't. So whatever you put effort and time into bears fruits. If you don't, then obviously you can't bear any fruits if you didn't plant anything. That's it from the Shamus, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch us again. I don't know when. I'm gone. No signal. Sharp.